10-second lag with 10-second delay. I haven't figured out the rest of them yet, so I'll let you know when it happens. Good morning to you, and happy freaking Friday. God, it's finally Friday. For those of you who are here Friday, congratulations, and you have arrived. You have arrived. The weekend is at your front door. Now, for those of you who work various days, I realize Friday really doesn't mean jack, except for perhaps payday. So if it's payday, happy freaking payday. You know, there's always got to be a good thing every day. There has to be something positive in the crappiness that can occur. And believe me, crappiness can occur, and it can occur quickly. I think that I have figured out my video quality over on DLive. If anybody's over on DLive, please understand that I'm just trying. I'm getting my system leveled out. I'm trying really hard. So I have another camera ordered. Hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will take care of the whole problem, and you'll have a much better quality of video. Good you, Dee Dee. Good morning, love. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. I got plans today. My daughter, please, everybody. And I'll say this again in a little while, Dee Dee, because I realize that you are not quite everybody, but you're definitely a good point to all of us. My daughter turns 40 years old tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yes. Happy birthday, Shauna Lee. Tomorrow for you. 40 years old. My God. That's just incredible that I have a child that's 40. It's amazing to me. I love it. Happy birthday to her. And then my youngest son coming up on March 7th is going to be 35. 35. Gosh. Maybe I'm putting him too. No, he's going to be 35 years old. My God. My God, Carla, can you believe my babies are that old? Can you believe that crap? I know it. I know. I had my kids February, March, and April. And so they were all right on time. Except for Keith. I think he was early. Or Brian, he was late. Maybe that was one or the other. One or the other. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, I can't believe birthdays are already here. She was so little. Yes, she was. Right, Carla? Yes, ma'am. Oh, my gosh. Boy, did we put a dent in our family tree that day, or what? Or what? I come up, and Shauna was born, and Carla and Robert came to the hospital to see the baby and announced that she was pregnant. Oh, my God. Everybody who was pointing fingers at me that day going, ha ha, I knew it'd be you. I knew it'd be you. Ha ha ha. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I'm so in love with this child. This is the greatest miracle that ever occurred in my entire life. So point all you want. I'm in love and I don't give a damn. And then Carla, I know it. I know. Carla, because Carla and Robert was my cousin. Carla was my dad's girlfriend at the time. So they were just dating. My dad and his girlfriend were just dating, and Carla was her daughter. And so when Carla got pregnant with Robert's baby, that put a real big swirl in the family tree right there, because there were plans on the older generation of hooking up. And things weren't going to look right. And that made a difference. It was a problem, wasn't it, Carla? It was a problem that things didn't look right. And all of a sudden, all fingers dropped immediately. All fingers dropped, and they went down, and everybody's like, holy crap. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Man, we not only rocked the boat, we almost tipped the damn thing over. We almost tipped the damn thing over. So Carla's son, JR, is going to be 40 this year too, and his birthday is in September. And it's just, thank you, sweetheart. She said, as gorgeous as she is now. And talk about handsome. You know, you got a handsome one too there. You got a handsome boy. They were such great friends when they were younger. And life has just taken them down different roads. And it's so sad. So sad whenever you were really close. But the cool thing is like you and I, Carla, we don't see each other all the time. We might go a year without seeing each other face to face, but when we do see each other, it's all, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Just the other day I was thinking about you, and it's like not even skipping a beat. And that's the way it is with family, and that's the way it is with friends, and that's the way it is with people that you love. You can miss them and know that they're okay. And you can love them just as strongly as you do when they're sitting right there beside you as they do when they're far away. And when you do finally reconnect, not really, you really feel like time didn't end between the two of you. There's such a strong connection, whether you're friends or family or mother-child. The connection is so strong that it is like picking up the conversation where it dropped off. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Time really doesn't matter. Oh, I know it. I know we do. We live 6 miles from each other. I live in the house now that she raised her babies in, or started having her babies in. and she lived here for a long time. Carla, you're not going to believe it. Finally got the cabinets painted. Still have no cups, nor do I have a sink. However, this evening, I'll take the paper off the stove and I will be able to cook like there's no tomorrow. So I'm really, really happy. I know, man. Your mom was furious, but my dad was too. I had went and made myself a acceptable woman because I got married. So I made it all right. And then it was okay. And then at 15 or 16 years old, my dad would offer me a glass of wine. I'd say, Dad, why are you offering me wine? And he'd say, well, you're a woman now. You're married. You're a mom. You should be able to drink wine, I would say. Thanks, Dad. I'll take your wine. Oh, man. So, pardon me. I am excited, Carla, but I tell you what, I'm a patient soul. I really, honest to God, in all things, I've got the freaking patience of Job if I put my mind right. If I expect that this is going to be a long, slow, drawn-out process, I'm cool with that. I can do it. If I prepare myself mentally, physically, and emotionally, I'm cool. I'm good. I can make it through. But I want you to know that 2 weeks before Christmas, or before Thanksgiving, is when my kitchen was tore out. 2 weeks. And Steve looked at me and said, I really hope we can get this kitchen back together before Thanksgiving. I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'm really hoping you can too, because I'd like to cook some dinner. It's almost Easter. I was thinking about that the other day with Patrick. I said, it's almost freaking Easter, man. I was hoping to cook Thanksgiving dinner. Where was I? What was I thinking? So now I'm just looking forward to cooking a nice little Easter squab for something because I want my kitchen back. Oh, shoot. Let's see who all's in the house. Is Krista's here hanging out with us? Who else is here? Is it just Dee Dee and Sheila? Sheila's with us. Carla's with me. I'm really glad you're here today, Carla. I really am. So hopefully you'll be able to get over this way and take a little tour. It's not terribly different, but it sure is prettier. It really is. I got to scrape ceilings yet, especially there when you open up the door because the ceiling's starting to fall on people. I peeled it off. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I saw the hazard when it was hanging like that. And I said, man, I've got to do something about that. So I had to scrape that little patch of wall off so that, honestly, nobody get hit in the head with falling ceiling. And I haven't gone any farther. Because I realized pretty quickly how big of a mess it's going to be. Same thing in my dining room or kitchen. I got to scrape that ceiling too. But, oh, God, it's getting a mess. Julie Cole, good morning to you, love. So glad you are here. So glad you're here. Tina's hanging out. Naomi's here. Julie Cole says good morning to you. Looks like it'll be Easter dinner. Man, And Tasia's here. Good morning to you, Tasia. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, no, I'm not betting. I personally have set my sights forward. I've set my sights forward, and I'm hoping for the 4th of July. Hoping for the 4th of July. I'm thinking that it's going to happen. I got hope. There's always hope. Carla's painting the walls now and then finished painting the upper cabinets. Nice, nice. Yeah, I saw your post the other day. You said, should I paint the cabinets or walls? I don't know. I don't know which way is better, to be honest with you. The cabinet painter will suggest that you paint the cabinets first because he sprayed the hell out of the walls and the windows. Oh my God. It was like an acrylic, I think it was an acrylic paint. I don't know. I got the can in there. He created a trash can. And so I still have a paint can, so I know at least what color and what it is. But he said when it sets, when it's dried and completely hardened, it'll harden up like concrete. He said you can nothing will mark the surface and nothing will stick. He said even grease will just slide right off of it. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. But yeah, he was pretty free with that paint sprayer. But he did tape it off. And he said that it would smell. And when I came in the house, because I had a quick appointment, I had to leave for about an hour. Oh my God, it about knocked me out. And I asked my husband, did you open some windows? Yeah, there's a window open. I'm like, man, we need to open up some windows. It's cold outside. We're not opening up any windows. He finally went to bed early last night. I opened up some windows because I was dying. And I walked into the kitchen. Oh, Dad, there was no windows open in that house. We were sitting there just breathing in all that damn acrylic, all that paint. And even though we had everything plasticed off, all the doorways, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. I had no motivation whatsoever to do anything except hang out by the window. I did. I had a window open. There was a breeze coming through. I kicked that recliner back and I just let that breeze go right across my face. Oh, shoot. Man, it's only 8:16. Is anybody else having a night that was so slow and so long? Because last night lasted forever. My husband will tell you last night lasted forever. Yeah, the paint's pretty mild today. Now it just smells like a freshly painted room, like it was just freshly painted. It's not overpowering anymore. I still have that window open though. I didn't care how cold it got. The furnace would work last night. But it didn't get that cold. I mean, I don't know what the temperature is up around here right now. I think it's in the low 30s, maybe. I don't know. But I know it's not that bad. And it's going to be a beautiful day today in Kansas City. It's going to be about 65, I think. That's what it was earlier in the week. That's what the forecast was the last time I saw it, which, of course, was not this morning. So I know it's supposed to be a nicer day, and that's about as far as it gets. That's about as far as it gets. I have to leave here this morning. Hey, thanks, Pam, for popping in over on D Live. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Check out the mod tools on there, the moderator tools, because I made you a mod on here. And you can do lots of stuff. It's really pretty cool. That I can't do. So check those out in your free time. I was going to tell you something. Full snow moon tonight. That moon was bright last night. It was so beautiful. So I'm just keep popping over, looking at comments and seeing if anybody else has experienced time moving backwards. It seemed like all night long last night. I'm serious. It seemed like time moved backwards. I dozed off on the couch for about an hour and woke up and said, going to bed. And it was about 11:30, I think, when I went to bed. And I woke up at 12:30, and then I slept hard. I slept so hard. I was expecting it to be about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it was 2. And then I woke up again about 3. And I woke up again at 4:45. I'm like, what the hell? I had plenty of sleep. I felt like I got rested, but I just couldn't. I mean, it just took forever. It took forever before the sun would even come up this morning. So, and now, I've been on here for 20 minutes, and it still feels like an hour already. And sometimes I'm on here for an hour, and it feels like 15 or 20 minutes. It's just so amazing. You think it was the bright light of the moon? You know what, Carla? You absolutely could be correct in that. You really could, because that moon was right. It was huge last night, and it starts coming in my bathroom window and my bedroom window. And if the TV wasn't in the way, there would be about a couple of hours that moonlight would be blasting me right in the eye. But on my normal nightly trips, waking up and going to the bathroom, I love it when the moon's full, because it is so bright. It is so bright out here. It's not at all like it is in the city. Even Belton has enough light pollution. That's only 10 miles north. They have enough light pollution that they don't see the stars like we do out here. Carla lives just 6 miles south. And then JR, her son, lives, about 10 miles, 15 miles east. And Harrisonville even has a lot of light pollution. They still see the stars, but not like we do. Not like out here. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I want to pull a card because I do have to get off of here early today. I'm going to go meet my daughter for breakfast with her girlfriend. She flew up from Florida. And so I get to go see her for a little bit and give them some birthday hugs and just say hi. Want to let you know that your landlord did honor what he had told us when he showed us the new place. Now we have everything. Now we have to have everything moved. I'm so happy for you, Pam. I am so happy for you. And I saw your comment yesterday where you were talking about you really felt like this was a stop sign, or this came from the day before, perhaps. I'm not sure. You said this felt like a stop sign to you, and instead it was a sign to move forward. So, and it was just another step on your path to the West Coast, or out to the coast. So cool. Right, it's not that far. It's not that far over to Harrisonville, is it, Carla? She says about 15-ish miles. 15-ish. Karen Payton said the moon woke me up at 2 a.m. It was so bright. Yes. You have everything moved by Sunday, Pam. That's fabulous. That is fabulous. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. And I want to come down and see your new shop. I can't wait. I have to bring a grid down for you. And definitely bring down your tea. Because I know you're going to be there now. You're moving in. There's so much to do. Once you get all the boxes in the door, doesn't matter. You still have all the boxes to unpack and put away. So you're going to be down there for a while. Oh, shoot. Let's pull a card. Let's say good morning to Kuan Yin. See what's going on in the world of spirit. I'm really excited today. I think it's going to be a beautiful day. I don't see nothing but brightness going on. And if I'm wrong, so be it. Right now it feels good. Right, thank you for that, Kitty. Good morning to you, love. I'm glad you're here. Pam, it's lonely over on D Live, when you're the only one there. But I'm grateful that you are. Thank you so much. Because I know that you don't have the comments that others, that everybody over on Facebook can see. So you've gotten a lot of love. You have everything moved by Sunday. You got congratulations from Kitty. You said you'll have a place for tea if you. Oh, I have a space. Yeah, I would love to. I really would. That would be great. And I've got different packaging too. Excuse me for a second. Can I set you down? I don't mean to interrupt Kuan Yin, my God. But she's standing there waiting on me to finish talking. I'll show you guys some more grids that I did. This is where I keep my tea. It's over in my cabinet. So I moved from the glass jars because I swear I don't know what I was thinking. Why in the world would anybody package and ship glass jars with food product? And if you didn't have to, right? Sorry for all the noise. So I bought this 1 ounce or 2 ounce package. And then I have a larger size for 6 ounces. And I don't have my sticker on this one yet, but so small and medium size or small and large sizes. And then there's a window in the pouch right here so that they can see the tea. So much less expense in the packaging, the shipping, all the way around. It's going to save people money, so I can drop the price by using this packaging. So it won't have to be $12 an ounce. I can put it down to $9 an ounce. And maybe I have to think about it very, very clearly before I say that. I have to really consider everything that goes into it. But I know I can take it off of $12 or $14 for a jar. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I got, probably, let's see, I got 48 jars and they equal the cost of 100 envelopes. So that's only half. That's only cutting that cost in half. So we'll see. But I think that I can still drop it down $1 or $2. Maybe I could make it $10.99 and it would be more palatable for people. I'm not sure. But I will figure it out. Kitty, I think she said she's just little sister on D-Live. Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. I'm so sorry, Kitty. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. I didn't see that comment. You don't get D-Live, she says. Katura said, I don't get D-Live. I checked it out, but not sure how to find you or how it works. It was originally set up as a gaming platform. And so it has different segments, though. You can check out news. You can check out chats. Marfugal News is over there. So is Ice Age Farmer. A lot of YouTubers have moved over to D-Live because it's just a platform that is not nearly as censored. And it's not that I don't want the censorship. I don't want the censorship, period. I really don't. I think that it is against our rights. But, you know, and you have the right to censor your own page, period, no matter what social media page is, because it's your page. If somebody spews crap on there, you don't have to keep it up on your page because of free speech. It's like somebody walking into your living room and taking a crap and walking out, and you're expected to leave it there. You know, seriously, you don't do that to your space. You treat your space, no matter what social media platform you're on, that's your space. That's your home page. And it's the same thing as in your personal life. What you allow people to say and direct their energies towards in negative or positive ways is what you allow people to do in your life. So, you know, I don't have problems with people on my feed because I don't have people on my feed that have problems. That's the truth. I really don't. I so don't like drama. And if there's drama going on in my feed, you know, I just let the person know in a message, hey, you know, what's going on? Oh, life sucks. Life's horrible. Everybody's horrible. Life's really, really horrible. I think it's time to die. Gotta go. You know, I'll talk to them. I'll help them if I can. But if there's nothing that you can say or do to change their mindset, man, don't let it pollute your world. Don't let it pollute your world, please. It's so important. So important. Because I would rather expel, use my energy to uplift everybody else around me, no matter what. That's what I want to use my energy for. I don't want to, but that doesn't mean that when you have a sincere problem, when you have something that's heavy on your heart, you know, my God, you guys have put up with me for 3 months now, whining and crying, and you've done it with love. And you continue to do it with love, and I have no doubt about that. But no, please understand that when something hurts you and is heavy on your heart, I'm right here just as much as you were right there for me. I'm right here for you. You can always message me. I will always take time to talk to you. Always. You know, my phone number is on my page for a reason. You can call me. And if I don't answer because I don't recognize the number, if you leave a message and say, this is who I am, I love you, you don't give me a call, I need to talk, I'm calling you back. Even if you just want to say hi. So don't think that this little circle of love that I've built around myself is a one-way street. And by no means. Because I want to be able to touch as many lives as I can, just like you, just like you. And if that's not your goal, if you don't want to touch other people's lives, but you want to increase yours or fill yours up with love, this is a place to be too, because that's what I try to do. That's what we try to give. Life's just nothing but love. So, rattling. Don't know where I went. Look at here. Isn't that pretty? And the really cool thing is that I sprayed them with this beautiful acrylic, and it made every single stone just pop. I was really, like, the first couple of sets that I've made, I've not sprayed them because I don't want to dull down their energy. And so I sat down and I started meditating a little bit, and I said, is this going to jack up there? And she said, no way. No way. Not only is it going to make it look more beautiful, but it will protect your stones, because some of these are very soft stones. And so when I sprayed them, the colors just blossomed. So I'm really super happy with that. This one is called Earth Healer. And the stones in this, you know, because I make them, when I create the grids, they're really intuitive. They very much are. I just look at the stones and see which ones come to me, which ones catch my eye. And then once I figure out what the center stone is going to be, and I understand the properties of that stone, it helps me so much to be able to work outward. So this is moss agate. And the moss agate is very, very earth healing. And I don't have the other paper with me. I wish I did, because I made notes, and then I'm going to write it. I copied this from Dee Dee. The cards I did. Dee Dee, it was so beautiful, and it's perfectly the way to do that, to finish that off. So we could not sell those until we could and sell them if you would like. Oh, thank you. Maybe we might talk about that. We might talk about that, Ben Kelsey. Thank you. Look, check this one out. This one is called Creation. And this one is literally made to stimulate the creative side in you, whether it is creating things from nature, creating things in an electronic world, like if you're a software developer. This reaches in and taps into that creative side of you, and it just helps the energy flow. This has the seashells, and the seashells represent the Fibonacci sequence. Here, I'll read to you. This is creation. The act of creation begins in a single spark, a thought, an act. Both of these occur sometimes simultaneously, creating an opportunity to consciously awaken that spark within you. Time has arrived. Are you ready to begin? Om Mani Padme Hum. With love, little sister. So, and then I'll tell you what the rocks are on the back. And why they love them, because I want you to figure it out for yourself. But this grid draws upon the source of universal creativity from the highest realms of spirit. The seashells represent the Fibonacci sequence, or exponential growth. Say the mantra while visualizing your growth. Breathe in deeply, hold, breathe out 3 times. And it's just really, really powerful. Really powerful. This has fading quartz in it. These two here on the outside are the two quartz pieces. They're called fading quartz. And they are all connected. They grow in a stacked sequence, and they grow like plates sometimes. Sometimes they never really have points to them. Not really. Not a fading quartz. Sometimes they have little pieces of points, but their main body is like a silver cord or a white cord. Anyway, that reminds us of our connection to Creator, to God. This is green. What are you? Calcite. Green calcite. And then the celestite. And it also has topaz, beautiful topaz. Has some, crap, doesn't really matter to talk about. Look at that heart-shaped turquoise. So that's creation. You know what? If you guys are interested in any of these grids, seriously, and I am pimping myself out. Yes, I am. But if you're interested in any of these grids, call me and talk to me, or send me a message, and we will get together and talk about the grids and see if we can make one for you for what you need right now. Pardon me. This one is called Ignite Your Passion. Ignite Your Passion. And this is created to give you passion for life. Not just passion in the physical sense or in the sexual sense, because it will do that, I promise. That garnet in the center is an enormous garnet. Enormous naturally faceted garnet. That stone there will really bring out the passion, plus the ruby. This is ruby, you know, ruby crystal. And then there's faceted pieces in here too. These two are Austenite, labradorite, I can't remember the name of the labradorite, but it's the name. And it has 2 Herkimer diamonds on it. So power in this one. There's a lot of power. This one's going to be a little bit more expensive because it's got some powerhouses in it, and because it's got some beautifully cut stones and that big old garnet in the center. But it won't be as much as it should be. I promise you that. So I've just been working, just been doing this stuff. This is the third eye. I have something that itches so bad right here. Like, I mean, I got bit by something right in between, right on my hairline. It's driving me crazy. Okay, this is my favorite one by far, and I'm not sure if I want to sell it. I probably will, but I hate to because I love them all. So this one is called the Third Eye. Isn't that amazing? There's a lot of energies in these. There is a lot of energy. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you. Little sister is all together. You are correct about that. I didn't even think of it. Capital L, capital S, little sister. Thank you. I know, I do too. Melissa said Third Eye Grid. Good morning to you, love. You know, I tell you, it's hard to let go of them. It really is. It's hard. It's hard for me to take them down to the shop and then look at them on the wall. And the crazy thing is that all of the 8x8s are gone. Every one of them are gone. I have one 8x8 left, and it's already, I don't know. It'll go on the wall, and it'll look beautiful. And then I'm going to start working with 8x10 frames, and I'm just going to leave it at 8x10 frames. They're so much easier for me to work with, and they're so much easier of a size to it's just a normal size. 8x8, you'll probably find one, but you'll never find that perfect frame. In an 8x10 size, you have a better chance of finding that perfect size. All right, I'm going to go back over to comments real quick, and then I'm really going to get these cards pulled and get off of here. So glad Melissa decided to hang out with us. JR too, if he's in the house, giving love and forest, Melissa. It's always good. Little sister is, that's right. You can watch both at the same time on your phone. Oh, I bet that's confusing. Melissa said, I totally understand that feeling of letting go of a creation. We invest our heart and soul into them. Yes, ma'am, we do. But you know what? When we let them go and it gives them wings, holy crap. Oh, man. How much better they are and how much more of a divine creation can you ask for when they go forward and do good things. You know, like your mala with me. I feel good every time I hold it. Every time I hold it, I feel good. So I can tell that you infused it with Reiki. And Dee Dee's painting behind it, the spiritual waterfall. My God, that's the perfect place for that painting to be. You know, so funny. It's so funny how Spirit will bring in what they wish to have that honors them. If you have an altar for them, if you set up an altar, and if you don't set up an altar, you don't have to. If you set up a sacred space, call it a sacred space. It doesn't have to be the words that other people use to make it yours. It can be anything. Call it whatever you want it to be. You want to call it a rose, call it a rose. By any other name, it's still the same, right? But they set themselves up. They say how, and whether it's an altar for your ancestors, altar for a specific person that crossed over, an altar to a deity that you serve, they'll tell you what they want. Kuan Yin's fully agreeing with that one. She said, yes, we will. Yes, we will. All right, let's pull a card. You want to pull 2 cards today? Pulling 2. No, we'll pull 2. Oh, that's cool. Dee Dee said D-Live is on a screen on top of Facebook, so it's not bad at all. Who's your cousin? Oh, my God. Oh, Micah is here. Good morning to you, love. I'm so glad you're here. I read Good Morning Cousin, and I was like, who's your cousin? That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you joined us live. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, pulling a card. This is a confusing one. Is this Earth Warriors Oracle? Oh, this is Sacred Rebels Oracle. Sacred Rebels. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is, get everything down here. Get everything down. This is Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck by Alana Fairchild. This option's upside down. Guidance for living a unique and authentic life. And the artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. Autumn Sky Morrison. You know, her name is so stinking familiar to me. Is there other? I'm going to have to look her up. I'm going to have to look up the artist because the artwork in here is incredible. I mean, absolutely, absolutely divinely inspired and beautifully created. That third eye grid makes me feel good. I got it sitting here looking at me. And man, it is so stinking powerful. It really is. And I ordered more aragonite. Aragonite, the center of this stone is. And it sprays the energy out. If you can see, bring it in closer here. Oh, good. There you go. This stone, this cluster, is always formed in a cluster. There's always 2, 3, 4 or more pieces that come off. They never form a point, ever. It is a flat-topped, 8-sided tube, but it's not hollow. And so the way the energy works with aragonite, and aragonite is it's ARRAGONITE. I think that's the name of that stone. I'm so wrong. I could have it confused with something else, but I think that's it. Along Ni, who is a vendor, said that they call it red quartz, in China. So look it up by different names, but you identify it by the fact that it doesn't have a point. Anyway, it is a continuous beam. It's not a point. You know how I tell you that crystal points direct the energy and shoots it straight in a beam like this one, real defined point, where a cluster, which is this, is a spray or a shower or just kind of an energy glow, depending on what you need. So that is like beams, thick beams, bright lights of energy, just going out and pulling in and going out, because it's a push-pull energy. So it pulls in the negative, it washes it, it purifies it, and blasts out the positive. I love, love, love that stone. Great stone. Like a bunch of little tubes stuck together. That's right, aragonite. So, yeah, that's one of the highest vibration stones you can get. And if you meditate with it, it will strongly connect you with spirit. So it's not something to be worn. I have found that out. That is not a stone, really, that you want to use as a pendant, because the energy is too strong. And it is, remember I said it was a push-pull energy? And so that stone, when you're using the energy of that stone, you want to have a clear intention. So if you're wanting to meditate, connect with whoever, you say that's what you connect with. That's what you concentrate on while you're holding that stone. And you can hold another stone to balance the energy. Yeah. So anyway, great stone, great stone. I have a grid down at Midtown Cava that is so powerful, I had to put a disclaimer on it. I really did. That sucker was so strong. I had to put that if you start feeling dizzy, lightheaded, queasy, sick at your stomach, step away from the grid, because it's a powerful, powerful energy. My God. And I said, and I had to put on there that it was not a beginner's grid. That this was for somebody who is used to working with the energy of stones all together in a gridded formation, and really it's not for beginners. That, I kind of feel the same way about that, but I tell you, it just keeps sucking me into it. I think that's why I feel so good today. I think that's why I have so much energy, because all these grids have been sitting around here on my floor all night drying and just soaking in the sun. I love this. Wow. All right, so we got the weekend coming. Sometimes the weekends take forever too, just like last night did. And I miss you guys so bad, so I'm sure that I will again. If I have time to hop on. I can't ever guarantee it, because my weekends, I never have any plans. If I do, then there are specific plans for that specific time, and then I just allow time for everything else. This is the cover photo. This is called Legacy of Light. This is Legacy of Life. Full snow moon tomorrow night. Yes, ma'am. Excited for that. DLive is a little bit ahead of Facebook. Cool. You guys are so much fun. Tammy Tate, good morning to you, love. I'm glad you're here. Legacy of Light. You are being asked to honor the legacy of light that is your sacred birthright. Take nourishment and support from those that have come before you. Your ancestral lines, not only in blood, but also in spirit. Perhaps these are the beings that have inspired and motivated you to live as a sacred rebel from your heart and to believe in yourself. The more you are nourished by this legacy of light from your past, the more you become a bearer of the legacy for those that will be supported by your light in the future. This is a sacred endowment from the great universal source of light to humanity. It is the light of wisdom, creativity, radical courage, love, and respect that is passed down from the heart of each generation to the next. The legacy of light is your spiritual birthright to refine and shine your essence to the world, to be like the sun, radiant and unapologetic of your nature. The oracle of Legacy of Light comes to you when you need confirmation that a creative choice you are making or have made or soon will make is one that is in alignment with your sacred purpose and the spiritual path of healing and growth. Pam, this just sounds so much like it's you. Legacy of light, some detriment being. If you were asking about a particular card, then part of your answer to your question, the importance to your spiritual growth, even if it seemed like a relatively insignificant question. I love that. The energy around this matter is relative to your sacred birthright to shine. You need to know more. Perhaps you need to trust more, to know that all is well, no matter what there's to be, and to ask for help, and to believe that you deserve to receive that help. All of us need to know that. The legacy of light also asks you to call on the unconditionally loving support that exists for you every day. This light will do all manner of assistance. To not call upon it is like starving because you believe you have no means to acquire food, whilst a feast laid before your eyes. If only you would partake of it. Perhaps you worry that you're asking too much of those who wish to assist you. However, this is a mistaken belief. Those beings of unconditional love who assist us spiritually each day need to shine, just as we do. When they are embraced for their purpose, which is to assist with the spiritual growth of humanity through unconditional love, they too become a part of the legacy of light, shining bright with love and helping to illuminate the world. Although you may doubt your goodness at times, and being human does mean that there will be some very dark moments on your path, this oracle affirms that you are coming from love, the pure intention to simply live life and do your best in the circumstances you find yourself. You are being asked to avail yourself of the help that is awaiting your request, so that your own light can become part of the greater shining legacy of divine brilliance made manifest upon the earth. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that message this morning. That was huge. I got chills. I got chills on that one. That was beautiful. Tell me that didn't hit you guys right in all the feels this morning. Krista said, happy Friday. Got to get going. Headed out for more birthday celebration with my baby girl today. Betcha. I'll call you later. Happy birthday to baby girl. Melissa said, tears are flowing. I'm so feeling and claiming this card today. Spirit and the fairies are showing up in my life today. Thank you so much, little sister in spirit. You're so welcome for that, Melissa. You're so welcome. This is, you ready for more feelies? You ready for more feels, huh? You ready to get hit again? Because here it comes. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are wise. You know how to grow even without knowing that you know. Like the ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak. There is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable, it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that we sometimes forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about our affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Below the earth, it is summoning up all of the might, power, and force that it needs to push above the topsoil and burst into the light. It is essential for anything good that will happen later on. Yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that these things will happen when the time is right. You are being asked to trust in yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You really are doing a great job in the game of life. When you trust yourself, relax, and you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages more clearly and easily. This oracle comes with particular guidance. You have a big destiny in this lifetime and much to experience. Sometimes you make the error of judging something that is unpleasant as negative or a mistake. It isn't. It's just part of your great hunger for experience. It doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of it, but when you do, don't shame yourself about it. Simply let it be. Maybe it's just fertilizer for your next step on the path. It's all part of your life process, all a sign of growth. This oracle is also telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but a sign of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. Wow. Close your eyes just for a moment and just relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your awareness drift away from your worries and day-to-day matters and settle instead on the feeling of warmth inside of your body. And then slowly imagine, sense, feel, or perceive you have an acorn in your hand. You're standing in nature as sunrise breaks, flooding the horizon with color and light. As you hold the acorn up to the light of the rising sun, something magical happens. Out of the acorn, a hologram shines forth. It is a blueprint for this entire being that is yet to be. You see an acorn in that hologram, but you also see a marvelous oak. You see the wildlife that will support and be supported tree, the ecosystem of which it is a part. Of holding the acorn up to the rising sun, you see seasons demarcated as rings of time within the trunk of the tree. You see the passing lives of many people that enjoy the oak tree through its long life. Place the acorn on the ground as the sun continues to rise. Imagine, if you will, kneeling, touching your forehead lightly to the earth in reverence for this genius of growth. That same genius lives within you. In your own time, and whenever you're ready, open your eyes and see how truly flawsome you really are. Wow. Wow. That was tough, huh? I told you. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful, both of those cards. This was from the Sacred Rebels guidebook, the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. The first one was the Legacy of Light, and the second one reminded us to trust ourselves. My God. My God. I love days like this. You guys, I'm late for breakfast. I have to go. Shauna, Hold a seat for me, baby. I'm on my way. I love you all. Have a beautiful weekend. Go be flawsome.